Summer Thorne. Coop felt the instinct to run and hide. Hell, technically he was hiding. He wasn't ashamed. Heck no. The woman was almost as much of a nuisance as the droves of animals she cared for. More so, if he thought back over all the years he'd known her, her last name was certainly appropriate. She'd been a thorn in his side for as long as he could remember. It all started 15 years ago when Summer and her sisters had moved to Leaper's Fork. From the first day she laid eyes on him, Coop had become Summer's sole obsession. During high school, anywhere he turned, there she was. Her big blue eyes were as bright as the sky and stared at him as if he were a gift from the gods directly to her. The adoration and borderline stalking had unnerved him and made him the butt of his friends' jokes. After 6 months of her shadowing his every step, Coop had had enough and arranged to crush her affections. He'd planned it down to the last detail. Step 1, ask her to prom. Step 2, show up late, without a corsage. Step 3, continually leave her alone to go off with friends. Step 4, get caught kissing the gorgeous Rosie McDonough. His plan had worked brilliantly. What he hadn't expected was to feel like the worst sort of asshole for what he'd done. He'd only wanted her to stop trailing around after him. But seeing her bent double, tears pouring from her eyes, had made his stomach ache. She hadn't even confronted him that night, just backed away and caught a ride home from the dance. Never again did she dog his footsteps or turn those overly brilliant eyes in his direction. If they ran into each other in the hallways of school, she always took care to avert her face as if he didn't exist. To this day, 11 years after he'd tricked her, her large, teary eyes still haunted him. Now, whenever possible, they steered clear of one another. He imagined her reasoning with some prolonged sense of embarrassment, but he'd been the one who was ashamed. They'd become frenemies of a sort whenever they were in public, and privately, they avoided each other like the plague. Exhibit A. Currently, she crept through the shrubbery. Exhibit B. Here he was, attempting to make himself skinnier than a column, which was nearly impossible. That's what he got for all those hours of manual labor in his barn and regular workouts at the gym.